great result on Tuesday night in the snow at Livingston, that 3-2 win over Hearts. Your thoughts on that, please?
It was a great result. I thought the players were great, especially second half. I think the first half, we give credit to our opposition. They were 1-0 ahead, probably rightly so. They shaded the game. But the second half we controlled it, went 3-1 up, and Hearts come back at the end, and we were holding on really at the end. But I think we done more than enough to win the game.
So Hearts fielded quite a strong side. I believe 8 or 9 of their team had first team experience. We fielded quite a strong side as well. To what extent do you feel that helped the younger players?
Well, it was 2 strong teams. I think there's a lot of comments get bandied about they have a youthful side and we have an experienced side. That I seem to hear this all the time. However, we did have Heffernan and Robertson, but for some reason they brought back Patterson and McHattie, who between them have probably played about 90 first team games for Hearts. So in terms of experience, we maybe had a couple of older players, but in terms of experience in the SPFL, Hearts were actually way ahead of us in appearances. And Patterson and McHattie have been regulars for the first team all season, so I was very surprised to see them play. However, that probably shows how much Hearts wanted to win the game. Our experienced players in Robertson, Heffernan, they do help the younger ones round about them, and I think it was important. The young players stood up to the task as well, and I think they more than played their part in winning the game for us.
So Danny Handling back in action, back on the goal front as well, 2 goals. How important do you feel that is for his confidence? Because it's been a bit of a stop-start season for him.
Well, hopefully that will give him a wee lift to kick on again. Danny's got all the tools as a player. He's an intelligent footballer. He probably epitomises what we've done in the academy over the years in terms of bringing up technical players that can good touch and clever and can score a goal. So hopefully for him personally he can kick on again and get in the manager's plans and play a few first team games before the end of the season.
How's Jason Cummings as well, because he was the victim of quite a reckless challenge that resulted in a red card. How is Jason doing?
Well, he's okay. I think the challenge in itself, I don't think the player deliberately tried to mean anything by it, but I find it incredible that some people think it wasn't a red card, and the accusations that have been going around with Jason are totally wrong. I mean, he's an honest player. He got up right away, didn't need any treatment, he didn't roll about the ground, and I had a great view of it. It was a poor challenge, and there was actually another challenge in the game that went without a caution, and it's resulted in Scott Robertson being out for a number of weeks. So you expect that in a derby, but you've got to accept these challenges are going to come. You need to handle them, and you need to maybe sometimes make them. But there's no bitterness from my point of view. It's just a bit disappointing to hear about the comments regarding Jason. He's absolutely fine, luckily, and he'll be fine to train again today and tomorrow.
Hibernian's derby record at youth level is exemplary, isn't it? Really, we've won the East of Scotland Shield 9 times in a row, and that's another win at under 20 level as well. How important is it to get that into the team's mindset from a young age that it is important to win these Edinburgh derbies?
Absolutely important. I mean, there's 2 parts in answer to that question. The record, first of all, against Hearts has been outstanding. I think this is maybe my 4th season at this level, and we've more than the upper hand on them. We've won more times than them. They've beat us, absolutely. We've had to accept that, but we've definitely beat them more times than they've beat us. We've knocked them out of Scottish Cups. In the East of Scotland, we've dominated that. We've won that every year since I've been at the club, which has also included under 17, teams winning the games against them. So we've definitely got the upper hand. We've actually got the upper hand all the way down through the academy. I think the last round of games we beat them in most games, although the results are not recorded. And really in the academy, I know things change with the first team managers, and they've got to change their team to win games at the level, but in Hibs Academy we have the Hibs Academy we have a philosophy in how we want to go about our business and bring the players up. But again, when I first got the job, there was no structure really to how the teams played, and that was the first thing between myself and the support of Bill Henry, that we wanted to put out a structure to how the Hibs youth teams played. And people have criticised us like the other night, and I think they must be watching a different game to us, because we want to pass the ball, we want to play the Hibs way. We want the players to get on the ball, be brave, take it in tight areas, and be creative. And I think that's helped us win our derbies over the years.